Hello, friends. Welcome. Was this episode 8? Oh, it's literally in the title. Yes, episode 8 of our Drown Nightmare mode playthrough. But yeah, good to be back on a Saturday afternoon, no less. Beginning of cycle 20. Last time, did a whole bunch of building. Got this mine almost built. Still waiting on some treated planks, but we have this whole area outside of it all taken care of. We're going to keep working on this as well as a couple of other things. And we have this entire canal we have to get going. Might end up making that one big enough to put the large water wheels in. We'll see. But we got a whole bunch of different stuff we can get to. We can also harvest metal here. We haven't even gotten to that yet because this is almost gone. And I think it's going to be a while before we get to this. Yes, how is everyone doing today? Good to be here. Glad to see everyone in chat. Thanks for being here. One thing that we did have problems with last time was this channel overflowing a little bit, and that's why we have removed our blocks that were here. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about any more water coming through here until, I don't know, another 3 weeks in-game-ish. We'll see. We got plenty of work to be doing here. How are we doing on jobs-wise? Oh, we're actually dead even on this, huh? I figured we would be a little bit behind. Are we? Wow. We actually have all 10 workers in here. Welcome, welcome. Good to see everybody once again. I think the biggest priority today needs to be to get over here and get this all excavated out, because we are wasting precious water that could be punishing our beavers, and it's going over the side of the map. So it is it's going to be important for us to get over here, if for no other reason than to just make this a little bit wider. But if we connect all this, then that's going to have this become irrigatable land. Is that even a word? Irrigatable land over here. We can plant some more crops, because I think we should probably try to move away from having this entire corner just be crops, because it is closer to the district center. Well, where it was. Now it's down here. Just about to record a video, you started streaming. Hey, do what you need to do, but I'm glad you're here. It feels so strange we're wasting water that could punish our beavers. Yes. Yes, it's unacceptable. We have to rectify this immediately. Unfortunately, we can't get over there until all of these trees are gone. And they are able to be chopped down, so hopefully these guys... Oh, what's this? We have too many logs? That's a problem. Maybe that's why we haven't started collecting anything here. So, tell you what, let's incentivize them to get the correct logs by unmarking all of this for cutting. Do not let me forget that I have done this. Do not let me forget. Yes, exactly. Unselect the other trees. That way they'll only cut down. You are one step ahead of me, my friend. Good timing. Yes, indeed. All right. Now we have 25 unemployed beavers, so we need to find stuff for them to do. And we're going to, as soon as this mine is finished, we're going to have 5 jobs for them, but that's going to be a while because we don't have a lot of treated planks. It's one thing we could probably do. Where did I put the treated plank factory? I actually don't remember. Wood workshop? Oh, it's over here. Got so many different things going on. Yeah, but we've got this building. Probably could go ahead and prioritize that. That is one that probably should always be prioritized. I don't want to mark them for demolition. Those are trees we could actually use. So what we might want to do instead is increase our log storage. That is something that we really haven't done in a while, actually. I don't know. We really only have, what, these 2, and then maybe a couple somewhere else? Yeah, so we need to find a spot that can accommodate some more log storage. And I don't want to do it right here, because there are plenty of other things we can put in this area that would be probably a little bit more useful. But we could could and probably should have some more storage for these kind of things over here that go with the mine. Especially if we select our efficient recipe, which is going to be dynamite, gears, and treated planks. So this could easily be storage for dynamite down here. And we'll just keep blowing this up. So what we'll end up doing here is kind of stacking these and having multiple layers of stairs. That is, unfortunately, the only way to get around having no ladders in vanilla is to have different sets of stairs. But we'll be fine. We'll get it all figured out. Won't be too hard. We just have to keep blowing everything up. We don't have a lot of dynamite either. We only have 55. But I also don't want to build too much more in the way of industrial stuff because, well, first of all, it injures the beavers. But we do have 24 unemployed beavers, so, you know, maybe we can just kind of deal with it. We have all these trees we're growing here. Not really too much to do with them. We have all this space that we could easily power and turn into some other production for this area. I don't think we're going to have to worry about food for a while, so maybe we turn some of this into just regular production. Of course, it could be shared between districts. So what do we have? We have this area over here, and that is not connected to anything else. And we're generating a ton of power, so if we build anything else, it probably should go here. The problem is going to be connecting everything, because this is kind of a really dumb place to be building stuff. So the correct thing would be to have it come up over here, but we also can't access anything over here. It's fun how the problems stack, isn't it? Oh, there is not very much power coming up at all over here. Now, that is something I did not foresee happening. I think what that means is we probably need to be putting in floodgates over here. Because we want adjustable outflow. So we can force water to go through our water wheels. Or let it come out if it's too much. So that'll take them a while to get through that. So I guess that means we're not going to be building any more production stuff over here. It's going to have to go over here in this absolute disaster zone. So that's going to be fun. We already have planks and gears, and we have fermenter for mushrooms, except we don't have mushrooms yet. Well, they're taking their sweet time with the mushrooms, we'll just say that. So let's see. I don't think I can get the power to transfer over this. So we would have to have some sort of a connection to the backside of all of this stuff. But I also don't think I can put... No, I cannot put a platform over a water tank. So we'd have to move the water tank or build one of these hideously ugly metal platform things. Oh, what problems we have. I just need more dynamite. That's really all I'm trying to get at. This area is producing enough power, but we also don't have room. The eternal struggle. Are these actually doing anything? Okay, we're getting about 170 horsepower from over here. Have enough planks, perhaps build platforms over the side closest to the edge. We could. We can't get behind any of this. It takes so long to build platforms to go all the way up here. That's the problem. Oh, this is, one of these is built. So if I put that up to 1, what does that do to the water flow here? Also, why are we still in one-time mode? Okay, that has increased the flow somewhat. But we need more. What we don't want, though, is flooding, which is kind of a problem when this is only 1 tile deep, 1 tile wide. That is, that's going to cause us some issues. But this is putting out 800 some horsepower now, so that's good to see. I'm beginning to wonder if we need to turn this into too wide, too deep, and just tear all of this out. That would probably be a little bit more trouble than it's worth, honestly. So maybe we'll not do that. All right. Now, can I get this to flow any faster? Yeah, because they still need 1,200 horsepower. Now, if I put this up to 1... Yeah, that's going to flood. All right. But if I put that one up to 1 and that one down to 0.5, does that make it better? To try and get more water through here. It seems like it might. Okay. All right. That is something. That's progress. All right. So I think we can leave this alone for a while until it becomes actually a problem. Long term, the solution, honestly, might be to just take these farmhouses out and put the levee wall back in. And see what floods and doesn't flood. All right, so, all that being said, this area still needs a lot of stuff done to it. But I can't do everything I want to do if I don't have a ton of dynamite. So we do need to actually... Oh, good. They cut all the trees. Let's fix this real quick. All right, and so I don't forget, cut all of the trees again. Click the correct thing. Thank you. There we go. And now they can go back to work. When JC says something's not worth the effort, and all I think of are the silly things I do with the map. Yeah, you do some nutso stuff with this game. If you haven't seen, MP3 has posted a lot of screenshots of their playthrough in the Discord, in the Timberborn channel, so feel free to check that out. There's some crazy stuff in there. All right. So now that we can get over here, we do have 61 explosives, so I think we should be able to get at least some of this taken care of. But it is going to be a while before we're able to get over here, and I think long term this does need to be too wide, at least on this side. Too wide and too deep to accommodate the large water wheels, but this side can stay at 1. That's probably okay. From what I've seen, you need to widen the spillway considerably. In the meantime, probably double if you don't want to drown in 2 or 3 cycles. So here's where we got. We have... All of these are currently set to 0.5, which means we have another... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... whole half block's worth of water going out. We also have this that'll go down another block past that. So we can adjust. If we get more water flow, we should be fine. And I do have this already primed, ready to go for emergency water release should that become an issue. Yeah. So I don't know if you had seen this before you sent that that last message preparing the place with the TNT 1 block higher than the current water level. That is exactly what we've done. And we probably need to keep doing over here. The problem becomes we just can't make enough dynamite. And this was very poorly thought out when I first started doing stuff. So the eventual goal does need to be connecting power to the other side here. But also within the knowledge of having to expand this. So I kind of want to just expand it now anyway. But we don't have all of the dynamite we need to do that. Because we would have to have another 6 blocks wide. Well, 5 blocks past this guy, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of this would have to go down. And that's a couple hundred dynamite, at least. So that would be a challenge, we should say. Which would also mean that this entire part of all of this has to go as well. That is a considerable logistical challenge, which we'll get to at some point. But for now, generating a decent amount of power here is nice. I would like to avoid burning logs if at all possible, because we do have infinite water power from all of this stuff. Okay, they can't reach anything else over here. So just for the sake of building stuff, let's just have this come all the way down, build to the side, and then we can just have this entire thing all blown up, all good to go. And then look at maybe putting power there. And I was also kind of concerned that this would start overflowing, but it hasn't yet. We'll see what happens. We might have to get a little creative. But that'll come in due time. Now, one option we do have for taking care of space over here is we can't get rid of this number cruncher. I'm not really convinced we really need it. We could research a couple of key things. Well, almost everything's unlocked at this point, outside of the monuments, which would be the biggest hurdle to that. But when we have this whole thing all connected, we do need to put number crunchers elsewhere. I don't think I want to put them in the exit path of the water, but if we could find a way to get them connected somewhere else, might be a good idea. But all of this is kind of predicated on everything else working. Alright, so we got one more going here. And then we can put another little medium warehouse down here. Still waiting on treated planks. I guess we can just kind of let those treated planks do what they need to do. We don't need to really increase the speed of production on those. It's just kind of a slow process. Now, obviously, bots would make this faster, but we don't have the infrastructure to build those yet. Yeah, I agree. It's we're going to keep working toward getting this blasted out. But for right now, I do think the dynamite is a little bit more valuable over here, where we can make use of this water. Because this is going to be a problem. Even though we only have just this one block right here. But all of this water coming out from the one block is still plenty. Now, before we detonate anything else over here, I am going to put a second layer in. We just don't have a lot of dynamite left. So that pretty much will only get us about halfway through all of this. We're going to have to make sure that they are working overtime, doing all this stuff. We don't have any room over here for more things that generate power unless we build out over the lake, which would be pretty ugly, I think. Could be done, though, rather easily, especially if the water level is going to be low enough. It is pretty low, relatively speaking, for where it is right now. Remember, last episode, the mangroves were almost completely underwater. What do you think? How many tiles wide the gut flow will be near the end? I feel like there's a number that would be ideal for the flow off the top of my head. I say 50. Yep, there you go. There it is. The city skyline stream memes have leaked into Timberborn once again. Why is everybody so thirsty? We shouldn't have any thirsty beavers. Yeah, we got plenty of water. So maybe that's just poor location of water tanks. And by poor location, I mean we have none over here. So we should be placing water tanks in different spots around the map to make sure that we have accessible hydration for all of our beavers. It is very important to drink water. In the shape of a peanut. Yep, there's the other one. Where can I put a water tank? I could put one on the end here. Or I could use this space to put in some more beaver housing and then transmit power downward. But that would require getting rid of this water pump, so let's just do that. I'll put in here. I think. Let's see if I can do this quickly. I put this guy in like so. Then that would transfer power there, which would allow me to transfer power here and go down from there. So I think what I'd want is to put... God, I can't click. There we go. I know this is going to be some big galaxy brain stuff, so bear with me. But if we do that, then power comes from that house down through the lake, and then we can actually build back up and have it come in behind buildings over here. A Tesla valve? I'm not that smart. That's some RCE kind of stuff right there. Alright, so since we're going to have this little row house here, we can put something on top of it, like, how about some water? Water tank on the roof, sounds good. You guys are always wilding out in the comments. I can't believe it. All right, let's try and architect. Oh no, I said a bad word. Architect our way out of this right here. Let's have some production coming up this way. I think would be a good place to start. Just 2 things right here, and we can also build out that way. But what we'll need to do is have this come up, back up, rather. What a monumental waste of time and resources. Yes, thank you. This is how we have fun here. Put in a 4-way. So then what we'll do here is we'll be able to put 2 more things that use power up on these stilts. And then, of course, expandable almost infinitely this way. We also could eventually connect over here if we wanted to. It would be really nice if this engine could go away and the carousel could be powered by everything else. But alas. Now, how's this power generation looking? Okay, it's looking decent. Not perfect. I really do need to figure out how to get this expanded a little bit more. But for the time being, focus does need to be on all of this. We're going to wait to have these 2 in place before we detonate anything. But then this should be at least somewhat usable. Good civil engineering. Yeah, that is not me. And I should... Oh, man, I should have not put this one down, because now I'm going to have to build a bridge to get to all of this. I'll just delete it. Who cares? It's 1 dynamite. Not going to be the end of the world. But I do not want these. Do not want these to all go at the same time. But we can go ahead and let that one get detonated. It is going to have to be, I think, probably 1 block deeper to accommodate the outflow from the other thing. But we'll deepen that when we get to it. Because if I make it too deep early on, then that's not good either. All right, have we made any progress over here? Yes, we have. Very slowly. But the good news is we have plenty of planks, plenty of gears, and plenty of logs to get this done. We just need beavers to do it, which means, and we should have done this a long time ago, build more builders' huts to accommodate all of our building beavers. I just got to find a good place to put them. There's not really much space. We do have this area here, and pretty soon all of this metal will be gone, so we can get rid of the scrap flags. So I think for right now, we'll put 1 here. And see if I can find another good spot. Because we already have 1 here. I guess I could put a second one here, just because we actually need them. Platforms over the water. Yeah, we're going to do that eventually. But that also requires time to build. And it's worth it for long-term stuff you're going to keep using forever, like all of this production infrastructure. But the builder's huts are pretty much just going to be temporary. Alright, so why is this at 90%? This needs to be... I guess they're just slow. Slow and a little bit lazy. We also are going to need to put in some more, what do you call them, water pumps over here. Because I did get rid of this one to put all of this garbage in. This isn't really a very efficient path layout either, so something does need to go here. I'm thinking... probably would be a good place for some more water storage. Pretty easy choice to make there. Just put all the water under platforms. Well, depending on how long we want to keep playing this, that might end up being what happens. Yeah, we're going to replace the water pump eventually. Right now I'm not supremely bothered by it. I think I'd rather have one more permanently up here. Oh, this is a mess, isn't it? Get out of here. What? Stop it. No. So this can be here forever. We can just keep on building all of these things. Because I don't need to have all of these match all the time, huh? There we go. That is relatively easy to take care of. And also helps prevent overcrowding of the water coming out of this channel in the future. How's the garden? It's gardening. We might take this out at some point today. Just because this is kind of a huge waste of space. But it is funny to have a meme every once in a while. Alright, so this is... Oh, okay. Actually making decent progress, so we need to make sure we have plenty of paper. Now, don't forget, our explosives factories are 4 deep, so if we're going to have one here, it needs to extend over this pathway. Which we can easily do. But it is going to have to connect to something that's 3 deep on this side. So, let's go ahead. You know, it probably, instead of an explosives factory, needs to be a treated planks factory, a wood workshop, or whatever. I'm kind of torn. Do you guys want an explosives factory here, or do you want a wood workshop here? It's going to be one of the two. I guess I could run a pole, couldn't I? But that's kind of a waste of a pole. Speaking of Silly Billy, I am curious. How many Silly Billies are left? Are they all dead? No way. Wow. They're all gone. We're going to have a Silly Billy memorial now. They're not just hiding in a different district. No, they're all... Why are there so many Z names? Wow. This is like the most Z names I think I've ever seen. We have 200 something beavers. How do we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We have 23 beavers with the Z name. We have 237 beavers. 10% of the beavers have a Z name. My God. That is, that's a lot of Z's. All right, so who actually answered the question? All right. Boom Factory, Bookshop, Explosives. All right, that's 2 votes for the Explosives Factory. And no votes for the Wood Workshop. And 1 vote for something that wasn't an option in the poll in the first place. All right, so I guess we'll do the Dynamite Factory. That's fine. Explosives Factory. More important to build and stockpile explosives because you're going to need them. Yeah, that's a good point. So we'll put that there, and then... Well, I can't put paper in this exact spot, but we can put paper... Ooh, we could almost put 2 side by side. Something else that requires 3. Guess we could put in... What do we not have a lot of that requires a 3 wide space? Printing press, I think, is 4. I guess it needs to be a lumber mill, probably. Long term. Yeah. Let's go with that. Beavers don't need education to work. Careful now. You're getting into dangerous political ideology there. Big boom boom make house good. I'm not sure how to interpret that. Are we Oh no! Oh no! No no! No no no! There will be no genocide in this thing. Is the line of dynamite ready? Yes, it sure is. So let's go ahead and set that thing off. Those of you wearing headphones, enjoy the full stereo experience. Left to right. That was a lot slower than I thought it would be. Those books are... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Is this going to flood now? Because that would be hilarious. All right. So, clearly we need to keep expanding this, but we do not have enough dynamite to do so. So, I guess we're just going to have to set this one off, which now is inaccessible. We're going to have to set that one off. And then just put a platform over it. Well, that's one of the things we wanted to do at least. And then we'll have to deepen this, but we really need to get some more dynamite going before we do that. Alright. Explosives factory, industrial lumber mill. I'm going to actually make this a lower priority thing. Even though I know we have tons of beavers. This does not need to be the priority of working right now, but it is connected, looking nice. So now we have to decide what's going to go here, because this is all connected to power. So we could easily put in a paper mill right here, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do. But I think what we're going to want is to have probably most of this whole area all taken care of. This could be another paper mill. And we could just have this be, I don't know what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to think about the placement of all these tubes coming out of things. I thought I could make this work a little better. I guess I was wrong. But we can put this water pump here. And then we can have another one coming this way through a... I got my spatial disorientation working overtime here. Change all houses to explosives factory. Can't go wrong. Yeah, there you go. Let's just make bombs. Sounds like a good idea, right? But what I was getting at is I wanted to like have these like interlocked, super efficient layout here. But then I have this space that I can't really do anything with. Could make it food processing, though. Possibly. Depending on, whatever. I could put a food factory. We do have, we got this one for corn rations. We got this one for eggplant rations. I don't think we have one for algae. In fact, I know we don't have one for algae. So, you know, maybe that's what we'll do. Because that would allow us to have this whole thing mostly set up in a logical way. I know it's like, oh, why you have food mixed in with the industrial stuff? It doesn't matter. It's fine. And then that also allows us to do one of these. Not everything you build has to be hyper efficient. I don't care. So if we did that, then that allows us to then get rid of that path. We could put some more water storage right here. Because why not, right? And this is still all fully connected, and we know we can bridge across this path with a power connection up top here. First stream, good to catch you live. Thanks for being here. Glad you're able to join us today. Now, let's see. Let's detonate that. Water can go out that way, and we'll build that across there. And now what we have to do is deepen this entire thing. I think I can still get at all of this to go too deep. Then we are going to have to, you know what, before we even get into that, let's just make this too deep. Much, much easier. Much easier just to do that. Chaos gremlins, yep. That's what our beavers are. Okay, now what are you complaining about? You're 65 and you work as a scavenger? Retired, dude. I guess there's no retirement in the Iron Teeth. Okay, that's because there's only one block on the ground and only one beaver can work on one of these at a time. Yeah, me too. So I guess that means we're going to have to get rid of one of these. So we don't waste a beaver employee. Will it become a big row of wheels? That is the idea, yes. Gonna put them with the power connection facing... Actually, I could put the power connection facing this side, but then I wouldn't be able to... No, that'll be fine. The only annoying thing about putting the power connection facing this side is you do have to build all of the power shafts in exactly the correct order, which is very annoying. Make it 4 deep, but only 1 wide. Well, then you lose a lot of the flow power. By having it 2 deep, 2 wide, you get all of the power to the wheels at all times. And remember, there's only 1 water source here. So it's not ever going to get super crazy unless we get, I don't know, just like cycle 50. And the power on every single source block is like a 45 or something. That might make the map kind of unplayable, though. Silly Billy's stranded. A new Silly Billy for a new age. Praise be. This will be Silly Billy the 5th. Don't ask how you have a Silly Billy the 5th when there wasn't a 4th to be his direct progenitor, but nevertheless, Silly Billy the 5th, age 29, homeless, unemployed, stuck on a platform, and awaiting rescue by building additional double platforms. So we'll make that a low priority building just so they build all of the platforms first. And we'll just have to wait while he idles away the days. Phrasing. Yep. They'll get to him eventually. Good time for a hydration break. Just like me, for real. What's just like you, for real? Are you homeless, unemployed, and stuck on a platform? Or are you a young one? Okay, he's not going to be stuck for too much longer. I think they're going to build... Maybe not build that one next. I don't know. We'll find out. Definitely unemployed. Unemployed or fun-employed? Unemployment's rough, though. I built it myself. What did you build yourself? Oh, the platform? I really ought to read chat more often. All right, so we have we've established that we need to widen this, and I do think it is a good idea to go ahead and move in that direction, but not until we have this taken care of. It's going to take quite a while to get there, but at least we can have that at the correct depth. So part of me wants to say, hey, we should build more explosives factories. So guess what? I think we're going to build more explosives factories. Silly Billy is no longer stuck, though, which is good news for us. And now, actually, we're going to get rid of that path. And instead, this will become a storage unit because if we're going to put another explosives factory right here, then it's not going to be passable anyway. So what we'll do instead, if this is going to be making algae rations, is this can be a place to store algae, which currently does not have a whole lot of storage. What in the world are you guys talking about? What did your uncle's burger shop say to the health inspectors exactly? Alright, well, we're just gonna hope it wasn't anything disgusting and move on, put another explosives factory in. So long as we don't strand any more beavers. So we will wait. It's really good if you don't inspect it. See, this is why we have health inspectors, though, so people don't die eating food. Oh, they can't build... There we go. Now they can get here. Should be able to do all that. Good. Everything I build is up to code as long as you don't verify. That's like the same kind of energy as it's not illegal if you don't get caught, isn't it? I don't know about that one, Chief. Memorial Garden is looking pretty nice, although this is going to get replaced pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. We're going to have some more space for beavers to live before too long. If someone dies, then people won't go there anymore? That clearly has never stopped anybody from doing anything. Alright, we just need these platforms to be built so we don't have any more stuck beavers being silly billies. Operating, very good. We just need a lot more explosives. And I do mean a lot. The bad thing now is that expanding all of this is going to just take so long because of all of the building of platforms that's required. Because this is only getting deeper. And we're pretty far away from terraforming still. We would have to get bots and then also all of this stuff with the dirt excavators. Alright, we're only, math, 86 treated planks away from having this mine working. So we can go ahead and start doing a little bit more down here. This one is for explosives. This one is going to end up being for gears. And our treated planks are not going to fit in a 2x3. They have to be 3x3 or 1x1. So we're going to have to get a little creative with how we have those set up. It's going to be interesting. Realistically, long term, would have been better for us to make this at least one more wide or two wide on either side. But we're not there, so it is what it is. You deal with the consequences of your actions. That's how life works. Although I do like the idea of getting this what's the word? Included as part of this area so we could take advantage of that, but I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I did say last time we were going to have another gatherer flag for all these mangrove fruits. So why don't we actually do that? Yeah, come harvest this soybean. Oh. We have too many soybeans. Yeah, see, I knew we have too much of every crop. This is why we don't need this. We really do not need this at all. It's just way too much. So we'll enjoy our Dinesh Memorial Garden for one more little bit. Then we'll get rid of it and put something more productive in its place. If someone is offering something where people die, then people wouldn't accept the offer anymore. Yet people do all sorts of things that are very destructive to life. Happily. I don't know. Humans are unpredictable creatures. Alright, let's put in another explosives factory. Yeah, speaking of things that kill, put explosives factories in. Now, how close are we to getting all of these in place? Just a few out. Then we can detonate all of these. So we can already detonate this. That's not a problem. And then we can start building on this side. Why aren't you using the demolish buildings thing? Good point. Except now I don't need it anymore. So once that's done, we're going to have a lot of planks and a lot of logs dedicated to this. But we'll start putting in our water wheels. And I think might as well just go probably right about here. If we have this kind of centered on the inlet, should be okay. Should give us enough of a water flow. So we'll probably put the first one right there. And we'll have to painstakingly put in the power shafts. Unless, no, it's not going to work. You know why it's not going to work? Because there's not enough room to connect anything on the other side. So we're going to have to build it. We're going to have to build it this way. Which will go faster. but it is going to substantially cut into our ability to actually, you know, build stuff in over here. All right, we need this one to be finished. And that won't be too bad. Maybe we'll leave this pathway along the very backside. Not really any reason not to, I guess. We can just have them build from both sides. Then maybe cut these trees down. Power output works on both sides of the wheel. Yes. Oh, no, okay, I get what you're saying. Power output works on both sides of the wheel. So if we did have the... I can't put it over here because then you can't see it. If we had this side touching the edge of the map, it'll still work on the front side. But then you have to have buildings constantly connected the whole way across, and that's going to take a while, which is why I was going to do the connections first. But no, we can still do that then. All right, come on, finish this. This one thing of dynamite. Somebody come over here and finish it. We're all waiting. Every single one of us, 35 concurrent viewers and a streamer, are waiting. Who's doing the honors? All right. Come finish this. There you go. Good job. And let's just blow this up. All right. So this hopefully will increase a little bit in flow out this way, so this one stays filled up, and the water velocity through here is still fast enough to make the wheels worthwhile. Path against the outside gives easy access to the corner. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. But if we have the nubs, for lack of a better term, the nubs on the large water wheels coming in this side, then it's going to kind of limit what kind of buildings we can build. We'd have to alternate because they're going to be on five block centers. So we would have to have... Yeah, it actually might not be the worst thing ever. Well, let's try it anyway. To get rid of all of that. Then we'll have to come in here with our large water wheels. But then that is going to have to go... Okay, well, I guess this is fine here. Let's just check real quick how many I can put in. 3, 4... Can I do a fifth? We're going to have to move something over. The water changing direction here is not going to be ideal, so we do need to move all of these one block further to the left to have that set up like so. Oh, that's going to be so tall. That's going to be so tall. No, that's bad. All right, so we have the option of doing this, or we flip them 180 degrees, and as Rick suggested, bridge over the nubs. That might actually be a better idea. What do you guys think? I think I'm partial to the nubs. Would be a little bit more convenient for sure. Easier to just move the water outlet tile one to the right. So, but then I have to build levees, and that just looks ugly. I think we're going to do nubs. So, let's do this. Flip this bad boy around. No, F is the 90-degree rotation key in Ostriv. In Timberborn, it is R. Good job. All right. Put that guy there and there. See, there we go. There we go. Oh, you don't think I need 5 wheels? All right. So then what we'll do... Oh, you know what? You know what? We can't build platforms over the nubs. So if we were going to build over the nubs, it would have to be bridge pieces. Oh, that is so... Oh, that's bad. Well... Does bridge actually work for that, though? I haven't tried to bridge over the nubs. There's no reason it wouldn't work. Well, now we gotta think. I feel so bad for the people who rewatch these VODs without chat because they can have no idea what's happening. Just build suspension bridges over them so they build underneath. But that is expensive. Or we could just say, you know what, we don't need to get into the corner, which we really don't. Also, we could just, you know, build a platform here. All right, let's just do that and not worry about building over the nubs. We'll just have them come around the outside. That's much easier. Also, we're gonna pause these until we actually need them. One tile suspension bridges, yes, but each of those is 10 planks and 10 logs versus a path which is free. So this will be a project for later once we have a little bit more of an idea what we're doing in that area. And we can let our explosives generation recover a little bit. Have almost 500 planks and 900 logs. Yes, correct. But it's still very expensive. Because, you know, I'm not going to want to just build a single tile bridge. I'm going to want them to match and be mirrored. And then in that case, you can't just build a single tile bridge. You have to build a 1 tile and then a 2 tile and have them nice and symmetrical, which means that you have to have something on the other side. But you can't put something on the other side because in order to do the bridge the correct way like I would want to do it, you'd have to have something set up like this, where you have a 2 tile here and then a 1 tile here, but they can't build the 1 tile bridge unless the platform is underneath it, and they can't build the platform unless they can get to it, which they can't because there's a nub in the way. I don't hate bridges. I don't hate ropes on the bridges. I just, they're very annoying and inconvenient to build in vanilla without ladders. So, oh, no. Do not. That was a joke. Do not build that. A better use of our energy would be to get at all this metal, because we're just about out. How are you starving? There's food everywhere. Get some food. Also, we're not in triple speed. We're only in double speed. All right, let's fix that. How close are we here? Still 70 away. Okay, we need to build another wood workshop for sure. Can you really take out power? No, the nub is single directional. So the power from the nub only goes outside the end. If I were to try and plug in a... Alright, I'm going to have to do this pause so nobody tries to build anything. But if I were to do this, it's going to say there's no power connection. So, unfortunately, that is kind of a waste. Alright, so we need to have more wood, more treated planks. So I think what we need to do is keep expanding all of this stuff in order to make that possible. I'm glad the algae rations are being made, though. We need to get in over here and build ourselves one more of these. So let's do wood workshop right there. We are going to need to have storage for the treated planks, or the what do you call it? Pine resin. That's what it is. Somewhere over here. And I can't decide. I guess on this side would be a good spot for more storage, since we are already kind of in that environment here. So if we did that, put in a medium warehouse either facing this way with the thing in the middle, or we could have them flat this way. I think facing this way is a better option, and then I can also put one up here. Be a little bit more space efficient. If you settle on 4 water wheels, why not rotate them the other way around and all the problems are fixed? So, hold on, let me go to the correct spot. Well, that is what we did. We just need to have these connected through buildings on this side. And I was going to try to avoid doing too much over here because we don't have any beavers living over here. This would probably have to be its own district. Which actually, that would make sense if we put another district in. We could actually use this whole area as a district gate right here. Rotate them again. You flip them because of the fifth one. Okay, well, like I said, the benefit to having this be completely flat is that we have space in front of it for 4 deep plus a path, versus having this flipped around would require us to move all the buildings out one more, which means we'd have to build over here. Whereas this could be almost completely self-contained. And if we want to get back to this other side of the channel here, we could just, you know, build a bridge right here. It's not going to be hard. I think that's probably the best solution, at least for right now. Now, what am I going to put here? Dynamite. Yeah, dynamite storage is probably a better one. Or I could have paper and then dynamite. We already have. We have storage up here. What? I don't even remember what I put in here. Jeez, what a mess. Okay, this is eggplant rations, corn rations, paper. Oh, okay, we already have that right there, and it's actually pretty convenient to get to. So maybe we just won't worry about it. And we could just make this storage for, what do you call it? Fine resin. That's what I wanted. And then what else are we full of over here? Food-wise. Probably actually okay. Just to kind of leave that alone for now. Maybe a blimp will help? Yeah, good luck. If there is a blimp mod for Timberborn, I will download it. I know for a fact there is not, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, how are we looking over here? Okay, we're getting closer. Let's keep detonating. Now that we actually have a pretty decent bit of dynamite ready to go. So then, like I said, we're going to have, I don't know, we're going to have to try out this idea I've got for the warehouse stacking. It's going to look kind of weird. And if it sucks, we won't do it. But I would like to try. I think that would be interesting. Before we get to any excessive mods, going to need the ladders back. Yeah, that is the very first mod I'm going to get. Oh, don't tell me I'm not going to be able to actually put all this, okay, no, they can still reach the outside. That's good. Yeah, we're going to finish this one without any mods. Or at least finish, quote-unquote, without mods. We might add some at the end to see if we can do some fun stuff, but that's also going to depend on how long this series goes, because one of my original, quote-unquote, win conditions for this was to have the efficient mine up and running and to have everything researched, and we're not that far away. Really, the only major obstacles left for research are the monuments, and then, of course, decorations, and we've already built almost everything else. And then bots, of course. So we might have, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 streams left of this, realistically. I feel like you won the map a while ago. Well, depending on how you want to look at it, yeah, probably. But I like to consider these unfinished until I've done pretty much everything I can, which we have not done yet. We have been messing around for a while, but it is going to get interesting when we go to 3 or 4 dice rolls per cycle to get our number of increasing. Remember, we're already on 2d6, and we're not too far away from having another dice roll, even though we've been going for almost an hour. Forgot that vertical power shafts aren't vanilla. Yeah, I wish they were. They're so useful. And having to use the high power shafts to, like, stair step is kind of annoying. Best stream idea, make bots and terraform the map to be flat from the bottom up. Is there even that much dirt available to do that? Or do you just get infinite dirt from one of those excavator things? I think it's infinite. Did we decide on increasing dice value? We decided to increase the number of dice. I ran a poll 2 streams ago. Last stream. We decided on 2d6. Of course, we can increase it again if you want. If you feel like it's too easy. But people have to agree on it. Could declare the map beaten when he build it out like one of mine. Yeah, I don't have that much time to play and stream the game. That would at this rate it would take another like 3 months to finish this one. Okay, infinite dirt is good to know. Alright, so that is working nicely there. Do we have storage for raw mushrooms? I actually don't see any storage for raw mushrooms. But we have cooked, roasted, fermented, whatever the thing's called. Because I know we're growing mushrooms. Are we just eating them all that fast? That has to be what it is. So maybe we'll just put mushrooms here. That's coffee beans. Yeah, because we don't have storage for... Well, maybe we do. Oh, now we have storage for mushrooms. Okay. All right, all right, all right. How are we... Oh, wilding out over here. We should probably continue working on this. Gonna need to go another 5. Man. So all of this would have to be... Actually, no, it doesn't have to be all of this. It just has to be the middle. Middle has to be blown up. Could, in theory, make a cube out of a map. How long would that take? A hollow cube with beavers inside. Didn't RCE do that in one of his videos? I'm pretty sure he did. He was trying to like recreate that giant cube thing that Saudi Arabia or whoever was trying to build. Maybe it was the UAE. I'm honestly not sure. I remember who it was. Alright, so here's what we're going to have to do. It's going to be really annoying to do this. We're probably going to have to go from the outside in. Built the cube out of levees. Yeah, that was how I remembered he did that. If you ever see the dirt station not moving, storage is full. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is just kind of keep working on this. And then, oh, you know what's going to happen is we're not going to have enough space to span. Because these are 5x bridges. Yeah, we have a 6x, but that's only going to get us another 2 blocks. So we're not going to have enough room to go all the way across in one go anymore if we make this as wide as you want it to be. So what we'd have to do instead is do the math on a thing that's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, and now I remember this is not wide enough again. So we have to go one more like this. Yeah, because each of these is 3. But we have inset it into the side of the cliff. Oh, this is the kind of math that really always makes it impossible for me to accomplish anything. Anyway, the gap is going to have to be 2, 4, 6, 8 on a side. 16 total. So if we're doing bridges that are equidistant from each other, would have to... Oh, God, I took music major math. Don't make me do this. We're going to have a support in the middle somewhere and some sort of a double-wide platform. So it would really, instead of being a 16-wide gap, it would be 2 7-wide gaps, which means we'd need a 4 and a 3. Could be a fun project, if I can remember how to do math at all, ever. So then 4 and a 3 7-wide would mean that these 2 right underneath here would need to be built all the way up as platforms before we did anything else. Now, is this a diversion from what we should actually be doing? Yes, but it will be 2-3 high platforms will get the trick done. It's just going to be kind of hard because then we'll have to not have any access from either side, and that's not going to work. Well, it's going to take us so long to do that, it's probably not really worth worrying about. Yeah, we're going to move the dynamite storage eventually. If you had a frog, what would it be named? That is a very good question. I'd have to think about that. Because now, I don't know, I'd probably name him something really, like, boring and safe, like Mr. Frog or whatever, because I'm not very creative, but I'm sure if I thought about it for a long enough time, I could come up with something good. Pepe, yeah, there you go. A great meme eternally ruined by fascists. Alright, are we good enough on food supply to get rid of the garden yet? I think we are. The memorial garden. Because we really do not need this much growing. We do need the canola. We have so many cassava, I don't think we need to worry about any of this. And we could also get rid of a lot of these. So I think it is time. Press F in the chat. We will unplant and harvest all of this remaining stuff. And then use this space for a little bit more productive uses. Because think about it, we have all of this down here that we're already using for planting. And we just don't need this much farmland. So we'll come back to this at a later time when they figure that out. How are we doing on planks? Okay, good. We're almost done. 7 left for the treated planks on the mine. We can't. Oh, serious. Okay, this is how you irritate me. Make it impossible for me to place anything because of the problems here. First time chatting live stream, caught a couple before but stayed silent. Welcome to the insanity that is our comment section. It's mostly devilish fun and Kurt bullying me into building 50-lane roundabouts and city skylines, but, you know, you do what you have to do sometimes. Oh, I gotta figure out how to put in... Oh, what a pain. What a pain. 3 wide, 3 long. I think I can do that. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. Are we the baddies? I don't know. Are you? They speak a ribbit. Well, I don't, unfortunately. Good news, though, is water supply seems to be much better over here since we put these deep water pumps back in. And I think once our mine is actually up and running, we're probably going to need to build a couple more of these wood workshops. But fortunately, we have the ability to do all that, and it is not too far away from this mine. Looks like it is actually fun. Fun, done fun. 10 beavers go to work in the mines. The children yearn for the mines. You guys. Alright. Day 19. We are coming up, so be on the lookout for cycle changes. We are coming up to that part of the stream. In the meantime, we'll just keep on detonating everything here. What are we voting for? I actually don't remember. That's the bad part. I'll just say stuff and then I don't remember what I said. People love that. Now this is going to be interesting here in a second because I'm going to have to put dynamite here to get this down to the correct level, but it's also going to detonate this. which is going to cause some water outflow problems. Now you need a healer and medical beds in the mine district. The mine is not a separate district. It is connected to everything else. But yes, we will absolutely need medical beds over here. I think we can go ahead and do that. Yep, there we go. So somewhere, I have to figure out what the final layout is going to be, but we will have medical beds here because these guys get injured constantly in here. Needs a shower, yes. Yes, we can absolutely put in some showers. I just have to put it in a place where it's actually going to let me build some. That's going to take a little bit more planning because of the way these things are set up. But I would like to put some more of that in. And look at this. This soybean has been here this entire stream, and we haven't needed it yet. So that ought to give you an idea of just how superfluous all of this is. Every single last bit of it. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to nuke all of these. We don't need them. We have way too much food. This is going to have to be canola seed, probably right here. And then we can probably get rid of these farmhouses. Easy. Have to get rid of all the land by the end of the game. Good luck with that. Yeah, we need to massively improve our situation with our mangrove fruits, which is why I wanted to put this in here. Just put one more gather flag. Should help considerably. And then on this side, don't forget we were going to put in some more mangrove trees. We're just kind of at a loss for how to actually get those things grown over here. Gonna have to be creative. Because now that we don't need to get up on top of this mine area anymore, don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Now, I didn't need to get all of that blown up. Probably a little wasteful. But what I was getting at earlier was I wanted to put in another tier of things right here, but with a separate set of stairs. And I now realize I've done this incredibly incorrectly, and I've wasted a lot of time, which is annoying. Because these stairs can only be built 2 levels apart. Which is, shall we say, annoying. So this actually could end up being exactly the same height right here. Why did I do this to myself? Why? I feel like you need more algae and mushroom gardens. Yes, I absolutely do. So I blew this up and I didn't have to. That's annoying. That is very, very annoying. Should not have done that. So what can I put here instead that's not going to be a huge waste of time and resources? I don't know if I'm late, but what is it about the frog? The frog has been a meme on this channel for, oh, I don't know, a long time. A very long time. So this is explosives and gears. There's no explosives here because I guess they haven't put any here. Why did I blow this up? I guess I don't have to have anything there. I could just fill it in with platforms, but that seems like a waste. The problem with not having the ladders is then you have to have these crazy staircases. Oh well. Would not be one of these videos without really stupid garbage happening. Like this. So we could actually... Is that going to be the correct height? We could actually just have this go all the way across here. Of course, it goes into the spot that actually doesn't have anything you can build there. So let's not do that. We'll just have this connect to something else. This is horrible. This is absolutely atrocious. Really, really bad. I love watching you learn in real time. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really, really frustrating, I'm sure. Alright, I'm going to detonate this, and we are going to start leaking water, but it's not going to be a problem. Because it's not going to be that much. And it all can't leak out at the same time anyway. So we're going to have to get this down all the way. I think I want to make the rest of these 3 deep. Or maybe I just make this one 1 deep and they can all just kind of flow out of that as emergency. Don't forget that you can expand the mine. I can, but I'd have to build an entire new wall of levees. And that would take hours in real life. Bottom of the map. You want me to dynamite this down to the very bottom of the map? Okay, that's going to take way too long. And we also don't have the gates that can go down that far. Alright, so let's pause this real quick. So the reason I put this one down was to be a one-time emergency release thing. Because I didn't think we were going to expand it anymore. But now I'm not so sure. I kind of feel like I should just have all of these be 3 deep in case we ever need super emergency release. Because it's day 21. It's possible that the next day will be a new cycle, which would mean that we're going to have a lot more water coming in and thus need a lot more water coming out. The eternal struggle of the entirely unnecessarily complicated and ridiculous challenge map in the first place. Will completely kill the wheels. I don't know. I'm not so sure that it's going to be that big of a problem. Hold on, I got to get my other bottle of water. We're going with a sparkling water beverage today. Have some ASMR. Oh, come on. Don't make a sound now that I tell you to... There we go. Probably didn't hear anything. Normally it's loud. Don't play any of these games, but I'm very much a fan of the content. Well, thanks for being here. Devilish fun, as always. You should play the games, though. They're a good time. Got to run to work. Have a great day. Thanks for being here, Foxtrot. Have a fantastic day at work. The rest of the VOD will be here when you're done, of course. Always is. All right. I do have to figure out what I'm doing here, because I can put these all as 3 deep for emergency release purposes, which honestly is probably the best option to do. But I'm just... I don't like things that don't match. I know that's stupid, but whatever. I bought the game when I realized I'd watched about 30 hours of unedited gameplay. Yeah, it'll do that to you. Alright, are we going to get a new cycle? Or is it day 22? Alright, day 22. Hi, yet to watch episode 6 and 7. Binge watch those next week. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I haven't seen Oxygen Not Included. Is that the name of a YouTuber or a game? Alright, now what we're going to do, put in our floodgates all the way across here, so we can detonate the rest of this without worrying about it. It's a game. Okay. Oh, same guy who made Don't Starve. All right. Any update on the RTC series? Oh, well, there isn't a series yet, but I would like to do those. Probably would be best as a live stream game, I think. But if you guys want to see those as regular videos, we might be able to do those as well. I just don't know when I'd get to doing regular videos, but live streams are always so much easier to do than videos are. At least for the purposes of what we end up doing. Has a lot of math if you're going for efficiency. Yeah, math is scary, but it can be fun too. Especially if you're live streaming how bad you are at it. Satisfactory also has a lot of math, but usually it's relatively simple addition and multiplication stuff. All right, I guess I could just, we'll leave those alone for right now. We only have 9 unemployed beavers now, which is good. We are going to need some more. Oh, they're done with the metal. All right. So, goodbye. No more of that. So now all of our scrap metal is only going to be coming from here. Right, we need to build additional storage. That was the whole reason we did any of this in the first place. There we go. So we'll do explosives there. We'll just keep on stacking the same kind of stuff. Gears. Gears. We need to put in storage for the treated planks. And I don't know where I'm going to do it. And I did the dumb here by having this set up the way that I had it set up. So I had an idea that maybe we could, instead of doing too much stupid insanity, we could just fill a lot of this in with housing. Because we have these large row houses. The only problem is going to be actually getting beavers into them. Because these staircases can only go in certain spots, the way the game is currently set up. And I can't really move anything else. I'd have to have a separate set of staircases or something else here, and I can't build over the mine. Could you put platforms for the beavers to walk on instead of swimming in the water when they are transporting goods from one district to another? It makes them super slow. But it does give them the wet fur bonus. And if you have a lot of... Well, it's only +1. But this is also a lot of platforms to build. We could eventually put some of those in, but we do also have this route if they want to do that. Why is this not okay, because we didn't connect the top yet. See, this is the trouble I get myself into when we do stuff like this without me doing any planning beforehand, because then this just looks really dumb. And it doesn't match anything, it doesn't make any sense. So you end up with this hideously ugly, inefficient kind of setup here. Because if I wanted to, I just miss the ladders, man. The ladders are just so much better, because this is a perfect place to put 6 of these, but then they can't be connected to anything. So what we would have to do, instead of having warehouses here, we'd just have to have these be platforms, but that's also a waste. It's like there's not really a good way to do any of this. What a shame, huh? I thought I was being smart, but I guess I was wrong. I could also put these back like this, but then you also run into the problem of how are you going to get everything in the right spot? And also, this is a terrible place to put houses anyway, because then you have to go all the way up just to go back down. No. Can't do that. Suggestion, build a 3x2 spiral of stairs and let beavers get off on any level they want. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it, and how we should have done it in the first place. But I got so invested in the, oh, we'll just make some nested stairs. Like, okay, well, no, that's just bad. So, tell you what. Let's just pretend that we never did that. We're going to have to keep the stairs to go down to the mine right now, but if we were to turn this area here into a little descending staircase, probably would not be the worst thing ever. I think that would work. But then we'd have to have it be completely in one area. Build up on half and use the other for stairs. I like the idea of having the staircase in this corner, though, because then you have at either end. No, I did it wrong. I'm so sorry, all of you who watch this and expect me to know what I'm doing and be good at playing the game. This is unfortunately not how this works. Oh, man, because I have this idea in my head of how this is supposed to work, and I know it's not going to, but I still want to try it. Rip the Band-Aid, build levees directly to a direction... Hold on. Rip the Band-Aid, build levees directly to a direction When completed, move the path and delete the innermost levee wall. But that's going to take so long, it's not going to be finished by the end of the stream. Or would it be? Sometimes it sucks not being able to visualize because I don't know what design you're going for. Yeah, well, I thought I knew. I thought I knew what I was doing when I started this whole thing. Apparently, I was very, very wrong. All right. So, I think that's what we're going to have to do. But I'm not going to bump out all the way around the mine. I'm just going to have it bump out here. We'll just go out one more. Then I can put 3x3s. And then we'll figure something else out. Like to see an update for hamsters in a beaver game? I don't know if they're going to ever add hamsters. Ah, yes, YouTube gives me the notification. Now would be a good time to insert ads. I am not inserting ads in the middle of a live stream. I hate that. Stop trying to make me do that. Alright, so I guess we don't need this either. You wanted a ridiculously nonsense building project. Here you go. I guess they get to do this now. If we have them build out one more level here, and then also cap the end, then we can have a staircase coming down right here in the middle around the mine, and that should end up being in a pretty useful spot. Good news is they can build from the inside on this, so it should be pretty accessible. I just hate that we had to redo this so far into the game. Levees are in the wrong orientation. No, they're not. See, now it's fine. They don't all have to be the same direction. I know that's what I said a long time ago. But remember, we can just rotate the top ones. Oh, you son of a... See, this is what happens when I get embroiled into some sort of specific way I want to do something. Yes, more lanes will fix it. Drink one water. Thank you very much, Devilish Fund, for the, I guess we'll call this the Levee Construction Fund. Alright. I'll know they aren't right. Okay, so now we're going to tear this all down and individually place 300 levees. If that's how you want it, we'll do it that way. Select a menu to keep the view on them. Oh, like this? Oh, ho, ho, ho. That is a smart idea. Alright, so instead, we're going to just very carefully not demolish everything. Because Devilish Fun asked, we will redo it the correct way. Correct, quote-unquote, way. Actually, those are fine. Those are in the correct orientation. But all of these now have to be placed individually. Uh-oh, those were out of order. Alright, so that side's done. I guess we could just do it this way on this side. It's probably easier. Nope. That was wrong. Okay. Nope, that was also wrong. Thank you, autosave, for messing that up. Now, the bad part about doing it that way is they're going to want to build the stacks instead of everything one layer at a time. Came back, but we're in an orientation overload. I'm off. Yeah, that does tend to happen. It's all because some people like to remind me that they're going to know if it's not in the right orientation. Well, it is what it is. Oh, now the ad thing is blocking my chat. Hold on. Jeez, what a pain. Not everything is about blasting people with ads, YouTube. Thank you. All right, now I can actually see all of chat. It's on the correct type of chat. So hopefully... Oh, this is going to mess up all of the water is going to move around because we're adding more stuff to it. All right. Good news is floodgates are done. So we can keep doing this. We've been accumulating more and more dynamite this whole time. Look at all those busy beavers. Yes, we do in fact have busy beavers. Busy correcting our mistakes. It's going to take them quite a while to do that, though. Maybe not now that we have, I don't know, 20-something builders. We'll see. But that will end up being a much better option for us. Not mistakes, happy accidents. Yes, that's right. I've forgotten my Bob Ross roots. I also probably should have them build these at some point in the future. Right now I'm just kind of waiting for the cycle to change so we know just how much worse the water situation is going to become. Oh, now there's not enough water for the Lido. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Just wait till you have the terraforming factory and want to replace all the wooden levees with soil. I hope I don't want to end up doing that. That would be unfathomably annoying to actually do in real life. Well, the good news about the Lido is we're going to get a lot more water coming in as soon as we get to cycle 21. Well, the nice thing about having the storage here without having moved it yet is that they can do this really fast. Ends up being super convenient. It is going to really bug me that some of these are 2 and some of these are 3, though. Very, very much. But we'll just keep on going. What's the current water source level? It is... I actually don't remember. Let's go into dev mode, check it out. 8. It is currently 8. And unless everyone says I need to raise the level of the dice, we're rolling 2d6, which means it'll go up somewhere between 0.2 and 1.2 whenever the cycle changes. Universal powered levees and dirt are my in-game blocks. Yeah, universal powered levees are awesome. Raise the dice. Okay, you guys want to raise the dice? Do you still want it to be 2 dice, or do you want it to be... You know what? No. We have technology. I can just ask a poll. Let's do that. All right. Sorry, I have to defocus the game to actually type in the other window. So let's make some options here. Raise the dice. You can amuse yourselves in the comments while I sit here and type. I'm sure that Devilish Fun and Kurt will have no problem coming up with more 50-lane roundabout references for you. All right. Why is it so hard to type? All right. So here's your options. No, keep 2d6. Yes, 1 more die, 3d6. Yes, more numbers, 2d8. And then Nightmare Mode, 2d10. That's what we'll go with for right now. So you can vote now on your phones or on your computer or however you're watching this. I'll give you a little bit to get your votes in, and we'll see what everybody picks. 8d20? Absolutely not. 50d1? So you mean you just want 50? Because a one-sided die will always have the same result. I suggest no to keep playing more. We're going to keep playing more regardless. It's just a matter of how difficult and frustrating the playing is going to be. Are we going to get a new cycle? Are we going to get day 26? Day 26. I've noticed most of these cycles have gone all the way to 28 days. A good spot for showers? What is? Right here? No, we're not. We can't put showers here. We have to put the other water wheels when the outlet gets wider. You're set up for success with how much outflow you have, and especially once we have all of this gone and the outflow can be a little bit faster, we're going to be in very good shape for insane amounts of water coming out of the map. We're just slowly chipping away at all of this. All right, that looks good there. We're not going to stand there the whole time and just do that, though. They are making good progress on this. I did not think it would be this fast. They've done pretty well. Showers always reach to the lowest level. No, these showers have a maximum depth of 6. So I could actually put them on the outside. Well, not right now, because the inside blocks are all going to be gone. But if we wanted to, in some of these spots, we could easily put in some showers over here. We just have to be able to actually, you know, stick them somewhere. So really, a good spot for showers would be right here would actually be a great spot for a shower. And then off the side here would be also a good spot. It's actually a great spot for a shower. All of this, really. Just make some right there since they're so close. Suspension bridges that lead to showers. Yeah, the most bloated government spending project of all time. Yeah, let's put some showers in. Okay, cool. We'll build a suspension bridge to get... Dude, that's expensive. That is completely unnecessary. New cycle. All right. Let's check the results of the poll. I have to actually be able to... Okay, so... Oh, this is... Uh-oh. We got a tie. We have a 3-way tie. 24 votes. That means half of you didn't vote. We currently have a 3-way tie between no, keep 2d6, yes, add 1 more die to make it 3d6, and Nightmare Mode, which is 2d10. So, you got another, I don't know, 30 seconds to get votes in, all of you lurkers. I don't want to be the tiebreaker. Although I might just ignore the poll anyway, depending on what I want to do. But if you want to see 1 more die, or you want to see higher die, go ahead and vote now. Repoll, narrowed... Oh, so you want a runoff, huh? First past the post-electoral system has no problems whatsoever. Repoll with 2. All right. Okay. That's what we'll do. We'll repoll. All right. Sorry there's no game audio. Repoll. Options are going to be 3d6 or 2d10. Go ahead and vote. And then once voting is complete, then we'll go ahead and change all of our values and get on with cycle 21. Ranked choice elections, yes please. I'm begging literally everyone. Do those. 3d10? No. That's too much potential for chaos. the Memorial Garden has still not all been harvested, which is hilarious. See, that's just how much extra stuff we have that we don't need. It's been, what, almost an hour since we got rid of that, and it's still there? Water level is currently wrong. How's it wrong? Is it? How? Check the last stream, ended with 9.1. Oh my. Well, you know what that means. If we've been playing this whole time with the wrong water level, but how is that possible? We did it on the stream. Oh, you know what happened? Is it was supposed to be 9.1, but it reverted. It must have been, I wonder if an update would have done that. Because we changed it on stream, and I saved it, and then I opened the same file. Well, friends, I believe this is a good time to institute penalty dice. Game's fault? Who cares? Penalty dice. And remember the D100 as a golf ball? Roll it and find it under the sofa? Yeah, we had one in my tabletop gaming group when I lived with some college friends. And it was like not even a die, it was just a ball. All right, so the winning option with 59% as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and end the poll, is 3d6, which gives us a maximum possible level of 18, or 1.8 increase per level, minimum increase of 0.3. If we want to institute the penalty of 1.1 per block that we did not use this entire last hour and 41 minutes of stream, that would make, we would add 1.1 to whatever this roll is. Do you guys want to do that? Or do you just want me to change it to 4d6 instead of 3? Figure out what the max strength status for, since the water flow seems to go between 0 and whatever strength set. Maximum strength is how you set the cap for this first value. But I don't know, I've never had it change the max source strength for me. Like, I've raised it before and it hasn't been a problem. 4 for this roll sounds good. Okay. So instead of adding 1.1, we'll just roll 4 dice. Just straight up add 1.1. 46 is way lower than, oh yeah, you're right. 46 is way lower than adding 1.1. 4d6, 4d6. Do I have to pull again? we're a polling machine. All right. Well, we believe in the value of democracy here. So let's do penalty poll. I'm so sorry if you feel like this is wasting your time. 4d6 or just add 1.1. Vote now on your phones. Discord for the evidence. All right, well, let's take a look. Name the poll, punish me or no? Nah. Not into that. Okay, I'm in the wrong server. Hold up. All right. Why can't I click on this? I don't see evidence. It's only been a couple messages, actually. All right, let's see how many people have voted. Because we are wasting considerable stream time doing this. All right, we've had 19 votes. Just add 1.1 is currently ahead by 1 vote. So let's get at least a couple more of you guys to vote, and then we'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. 3d6 average is 9. 4d6 average is, I think, 12. What in God's name are those 2 beaver icons, number 7 and 8 on the UI? Okay, so in dev mode, yeah, this one's cursed. This is to spawn a regular beaver, and that's to spawn a bot. That's just what those things are. We're at day 1. Oh, Hoffmeister, we're penaltying because an eagle-eyed viewer discovered that, in fact, the game had reset our water source blocks down to 8 from 9.1, which is what they were at the end of the stream. So now we're trying to decide if we are, how we're going to correct it. Yeah, these icons are super old, by the way. They're from like update 2 or update whenever the golems came in. The right one looks possessed. It's like a weird wireframe kind of thing. All right, so the poll, winner of the poll is add 1.1, so that's what we'll do. We'll add 1.1 to our 3d6 roll. All right, so I need to pull up. Sorry, we have not done anything on this stream yet for rolling dice. All right, let's get up our window capture. Okay, so you should be able to see the window for rolling dice. We're going to roll 3d6 and add 1.1, which is 10. So oh, no. Oh, no. All right, so we're adding 2.1. We're adding 2.1 to each of these. So they're all going to be 10.1. Oh, boy. That's going to be fun. William says, time to head out. Time to see the #1 ranked Diamondbacks play your boys of Atlanta. We'll see. I'm not super into baseball, so I don't follow the Braves that closely, but it is going to be interesting for sure. Have a fun rest of your day. Thanks for being here. All right, so now we get to do the fun again of changing our max water source strength. I don't know why it went back down to 8. I hope we don't have to do this every time because that's going to be very annoying to keep up with. Let's just go ahead and change this to 200 because we can. Now it's all set to 200. All right, so these all need to be 10.1. This is going to be really bad. This is going to be rough. But what are we if not gluttons for punishment here? All right, these two go into 10.1. See, like, look, the 8 is offset like it had other values behind it that the game just deleted or changed without actually moving the number. Like, that is in the correct spot to be a 9 if there was a 0.1 after it. All right, 10.1. I imagine this is going to end up breaking stuff. But this is a nightmare mode challenge, after all. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to have a good time breaking the game. All right, we have these last two right here. Got to zoom way in to get to them. Come on. 10.1. All right. They're all set to 10.1. Going to exit dev mode and unpause and see what happens. All right. Flooding. Will the flooding subside is the question. I don't know that it will. Let's... Whoa. Okay. All right, so this clearly needs to be adjusted. All right, is that going to be enough to fix all of that? We'll see. It looks like it is. All right, what about our power generation? There we go. That's looking good. This surprisingly has not overflowed this whole area yet. I'm very, very surprised. That's working well. Now, the problem is going to be this thing right here because take all of our... Nope, Windows key, get out of here. Take all of our buildings away. Why is this still here? But this one... Okay, whatever. Oh, it's because this is attached to that building, I bet. The problem here is going to be that we really kind of can't excavate this anymore without causing problems. And I don't know really how to fix that. So we're going to have to get a little creative. I think we might have to get rid of the Lido and just blast this whole thing out. Try and give the water a little bit more of an escape. Because we cannot have this flooding this whole time. Draining source blocks still there? Yeah, they're still here. They are here. These three are set to... No, GeForce Experience. Nobody cares about you. Stop it. These are still set to -1. This kind of stupid program. Things I put up with to have an NVIDIA graphics card. All right, so let's take this off of turbo speed. We're going to immediately take care of this. That is a big problem, having this flood. Oh, I've got to get rid of these platforms too. I think I can get that one while we're at it. Enlarging the basin won't help you if you won't enlarge the outflow. Fair enough. So I guess that means... Oh, but I can't even get over here, though. Oh, what a pain. Because I don't want to get rid of these water wheels. Although I guess I can, because we have these now. It's not that big of a deal. Water sources need to be moved to the center of the hole. I don't know if I am able to do that or not. Well, it's not broken for nothing. We're still going to deepen this anyway. Surrounding the source block with a moat and then a wall should work. Oh, that's kind of what this is. Probably have to remove the heel. Oh, you're talking about this? Yeah. Alright, well, it's not like we need the power right now anyway. We seem to be fine without it. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to... See, I just don't know. Like, I think we might have to actually just demolish all of this. They just have the water flow under the wheels as well. Number cruncher still works underwater? Yes, it does. Do we even need to have the water wheels here in the first place? I'm trying to think. We might not, because we have so much power down here. But we still need to have the water escape correctly. That's just the problem with how all of this is set up. Is now this is so built up around here, I don't really have any way to get at the rest of this. So I'm thinking we probably just don't even need to put the water wheels back. Just leave them alone. Just get rid of our levees. Except that's not a levee. So what we'll do instead, I think, is just try to get the rest of this blown up. That does seem to be helping a little bit. But there's still some stuff we got to do. But now this is annoying. I got to be able to get to this, which means I'm going to have to build a bridge or some sort of other path thing. Just detonate all this. Center of corner hole where water going... What? Center of corner hole where water going out corner of map. Well, this isn't going out. It's not going out the corner. Oh, this? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to fix this because of the location of these. That's just a problem. And I don't know how the placement of these things works. I don't know. If you guys want me to mess with that on stream, I guess we can, but I'm not really wanting to get too much into that. Do I want to just go ahead and blast all of this completely down? Area you just detonated is 1 block away from the source blocks where I would have put levees. Okay, so this stopped flooding. Yes, you're correct. But now the problem is I have this big ugly piece of land sticking up that I don't want. And I want to get rid of that. Now it's annoying. Oh, what a pain. So let's put in... I know this is a complete waste of time. Come on. I want to get rid of all of this, which I cannot do. I don't have enough room. Oh, man, come on. Torturous. I guess I could just, research the 4-length bridge, but that requires metal. And I kind of don't want to do that. All right, whatever. It's fine. We're already firmly into the complete nonsense part of this playthrough anyway. So I don't know what I'm getting upset about. So now we just have to wait for them to finish that. We do still have tons of power, and I mean tons of power. So, not a big loss. At least level of the outflow so water has a straight... Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Is I was just going to have all of this go down. Well, this would go down to 1, 1, 1, 1, and so forth, and then these areas right there. Because I think that probably will end up being okay. Alright, let's blow that up. I know this is completely unnecessary. No reason to do this. But you know how this goes. I don't think I can put dynamite... Oh, I can. Haha. This is so dumb. Why are we doing this? Completely unnecessary. Actually, no, we don't need this. They can just place this by walking over there. Not gonna be a big deal. Oh, look at all those logs and planks. I want them to pick that up. Build dynamite under bridges, a bridge across the entire... I don't need a bridge across the entire gap. I'm gonna put the Lido back though. Lido does need to go there. Take it down to the ground? No. It's way too much. We still have all this to worry about. All these thirsty beavers should be drinking instead. They're not even using the showers. What a waste. Alright, it's clearly going to take them a super long time to actually get to this, so we'll just place dynamite under platforms. No, I did not. I placed it under the bridge. Are we out of... No, we're not out of dynamite. What are these guys... Oh, okay, they're all doing this garbage instead. Oh, there's explosives in the rubble. How did that get down there? What in the world? That shouldn't be possible for that to be in there. Two dice bonus. What? 2 dice? What are you talking? Oh, you must be behind. 2 dice bonus if it's a pair. Because we already did our. Other stuff here. Yes, gather all those planks immediately. If we were 2 frogs under a bridge with you, I would sit with you any day under a bridge with 2 frogs. Somehow I don't think that's what the question was asking. You'll have to forgive me, I am terminally stupid. Just build some stairs down. I could, couldn't I? It takes longer to build 2 sets of stairs than it does to just build a double platform. Alright, so if I look at that anymore, I'm just going to be confused for the rest of my life. Alright, how are we doing over here? This is, I guess, progressing pretty well. Occasionally I end up a minute or 2 behind due to connection hiccups and watch on 1.5 times to catch up when things settle down. I think that could be part of the problem with using the ultra-low latency mode, is that it does not allow any time for buffering, and sometimes if the connection is poor, then you get really far behind. But I do think it's a lot better than regular mode where it's like, I don't know, 30 seconds behind. That's just terrible. That's awful. Let's see, what else? What else can we be accomplishing right now? I think it's pretty much just a whole lot of waiting. The platforms probably move debris. Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, we might might be pretty soon getting to a point where it would be a good time to stop stream. I know you guys want a 7-hour stream, but that is not very tenable. Just realized I paused the stream at some point and was 20 minutes behind, then wondered why there was no poll in the chat. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Unfortunately, I don't know. I wasn't sure what you were talking about, but that makes sense now. Okay, we need to fix this, so let's go ahead and blast these out, see if that helps at all. If we end up moving any of the water source blocks, it's probably going to end up being these two. We do have enough now, so I don't know why it's a problem. I'm glad the mine is working. I just wish I had built this wider in the first place. That's so annoying. Go on for half an hour, then I can go to bed after stream instead of watching part of it tomorrow. Okay, so that'll be 6:30 p.m. my time, which is a good time to stop for dinner anyway. So we'll do that. We'll go about another 25, 30-ish minutes. See what else we can get done. It would be nice if we could get this taken care of, but that's gonna take a while. Maybe if I build more builders huts, that might help us out a little bit. I guess it doesn't really matter where I put those. And we still have so much canola. See, this is what I was saying this was completely unnecessary, was because we had way too much stuff. What's all this soybeans? We still have soybeans everywhere. We haven't harvested any of these. That's how much excess we have of farming stuff. It's just nutso. What's the purpose of widening the mining area is so we can actually have stairs go down around instead of all coming in from one spot. And it'll also allow us to put 3x3 storage down here so we can have our treated planks and all that stuff. Plus 10,000% speed. I wish. The fastest game will let you do is 3 times. Why not make 3 more builders' huts? They could build faster than the beavers. Yeah, I was going to do that and then I forgot. You know how it works. I get distracted easily. I just got to find a spot to stick them. So just to be randomly in a spot. They're not going to stay here. Don't worry. I just have to have the building to employ the beavers. We also could use more beavers. Do I dare put in more of these breeding pods? Why not? There's no real reason why I shouldn't. Drink water. Or I guess cup of water with a straw and a beaver. Water is good. So yes, I could start moving the levees on the inside. But I don't think I want to do that just yet. Little tile in front of the house that could fit a pond. What house? And what pond? Are you talking about something that's not related to the game? No storage space for planks, really? I guess I need more storage for planks in this district. Treated planks, metal blocks, regular planks. Or I could just pause the lumber mills. Keep the furthermost levees and add 9 showers at the end. Well, we're keeping the furthest most ones. That's going to be where the path goes. We're going to have stairs coming down this way. Wasn't there some talks about 30 happiness at the end of the stream? Is that the other playthrough? I actually don't remember. It is a good goal, though. The problem is we'd have to build a lot of monuments and stuff, and books would actually be a huge help for that, but books are very, very difficult to keep up. I don't know, we just kind of get distracted a lot. 9th part of the sidewall. What? Am I just going insane? The 9th is part of the sidewall and not yet. What is the 9th? Oh, 8 showers. No, I can't just have showers here. We're going to have stairs behind this. So I need this center one to stay all the way up, and then these are going to be going down 1 level each time. All the way around. Alright, and as soon as we get our stuff picked up, we're just using all the planks. I guess I should just build more plank storage. Tell you what, this is definitely not the most efficient or good gameplay anyone has ever seen. I can assure you of that. I'm not doing a poll for that. This side almost being done, though, is nice. Then we can actually start doing what we need to be doing here. You think someone's going to get stuck? I don't think so. Shouldn't have anybody getting stuck. It's actually full of scrap metal. We need more smelters. You know, we probably could do bots at this point. Do we dare even get into that mess? I think it would be very, very easy to get bots started. Because we have metal, we have planks, we have a decent amount of gears. Not today. Yeah, we can do bots next stream. I want to make sure this is at least remotely tenable. So this is the fun part, trying to undo all this garbage. Alright, so that needs to come down. That needs to come down. So this is the part that gets very difficult. Trying to remember exactly how I was going to do this. Aha! Yes, that is exactly what I was wanting to do, is have this come down. Just like so. Yes, just like this. Look how beautiful that is. Right around the corner. And then they can just come all the way down here, connect up in front of the mine. We'll move all of this, and everything will be nice and accessible. I need bots after the mine finishes, since the mine has such a high rate of injury. Yes. Yeah, I feel like Oxygen Not Included I'd have to play like through the entire game first and then make videos on it. The good thing about Timberborn and Ostrov is they're very low risk games, at least early on in the lower difficulty of Timberborn. And you can kind of fumble your way through stuff without getting too invested in it. Whereas a game that's actually hard is just going to be brutal. Like, just apocalyptically difficult to actually keep up with. And with the amount of time that I currently have available for doing this, probably would not be a wise expenditure of such. They still have not gotten all of this out. How many other factories need to make all the input parts? That is a very good question. Because these will output 1 plank every 2/3 of an hour. Bot factory input. Oh, see, this is too much math. This is way too much math for me. To make 1 chassis takes 5 planks and 1 metal block, 18 hours of production time. Assuming it actually runs for 18 hours, which it never will at an 18-hour workday. So I'm not inclined to sit down and do the math, just kind of figure it out. It just seems way not worth it. Six-digit numbers? Okay, no. No. We're not going to do that. 3 factories, A complete set of factories that can do the chassis, the heads, and the limbs should be able to support 2 bot assemblers. Okay, did they ever get... No, they still haven't gotten rid of these. This is already full of planks. Are you serious? I paused all the planks. Where are all these extra planks coming from? And why are people not exporting planks? Three bot parts to 2 assemblers. Yeah. That is what I had thought it was. Man, we're just making a mess of things over here, aren't we? Are the extra planks from demolition? Yes, they are, which is why I shut the factories off. And why we're keeping making gears, because the gears use the planks. I just am not currently building anything. Oh, I can just have a whole bunch of platforms need to get built over here, and that would end up solving a lot of problems. Let's do that. Let's just expand this a lot. That would make things substantially easier. We can have this all get connected here. Oh, you know what I could do? I could put in 2 paper mills right here, or put one in, or put one down here. And I don't. Now I'm thinking too hard. Or I could put this one here, and then I could put some sort of tank or like water tank or something right here. Probably would not be a bad thing to do. Let's move that way. Because we do need storage. Oni has a much higher gameplay awareness requirement. Might not even be fun, if not baby spooned, about thermodynamics. Yeah, no. I went to school for communications. I cannot do that kind of math. The math and Satisfactory for stringing together assemblers and constructors and stuff is already almost as much as I can handle. Unfortunately. Seems like an interesting concept, but no. That's way too much to keep up with. How do we still have beavers that don't have jobs? After all that. Where else can I put these things in this district? I guess I could just put a couple more in here. It's not like it's going to matter anyway. That's fine. Not a hauling post. World's ugliest under construction district. I just wish they'd do this a little faster. I want this to be done by the time we're finished with stream, and we don't have too much more time. I guess we could just keep doing this. See how much more progress we can make here. We're also going to have to, oh yeah, we're going to have this whole thing assembled correctly. That's going to be a pain. There we go. Spreadsheet the factory input outputs. Yeah, that's kind of what I ended up doing with Satisfactory at one point. But if it also combines like actual like science stuff that I don't understand, that it's too much. Detonate the other water stone in the corner. Did they actually put the stuff in there yet? Yes, looks like they did. And that has done nothing to help. So but I don't know how they could have this rotated around the other way. Alright, so excuse the developer mode real quick as soon as I can actually hit the correct buttons. There we go. All right. What the... Oh, I entered debug mode and not... Oh, how do I get out of this? Okay, so it turns out Shift-Alt-X is debug mode. And Control-Alt-X does nothing. Then what? Is it Shift-Alt? No. Am I just too stupid? Control-Shift-X? How do you get into... Oh, God. I'm getting more stupid by the second. No. How do you get into developer mode? Am I just dumb? Is it Z? There it is. No, GeForce Experience. Stop it. Nobody cares about you. All right. I'm going to pause the game real quick. One of these buttons adds map editor, water source. See, there's no directionality given for this. Like, I can rotate it, but it doesn't tell me which way it actually is facing. So I have no way of knowing which way water actually comes out of this. Unless I just test it. Just move it one away and that's it. Okay, that still says 10.1. Alright, so I guess we'll just move both of these then. We'll put one there and one there. Get rid of those. Can I not delete this? Can I seriously not get rid of this? How do I, underground ruins, starting location, slope, water source. How do I get rid of... Oh, delete tool, there we go. Aha, delete objects. That's what I want. Okay. So now we change these to 10.1. Okay, so that should... I'm not adding water sources. Calm down. All right. Now, is that going to... still going to be overflowing, huh? Check max water strength. It's 200, and it's set to 10.1, like it's supposed to. So now I don't... I guess we should just keep on blowing all this up, huh? Let's make a trench out of this, or what? Probably can't hurt. Alright, let's see. I really want them to finish this. That would be quite nice. They still need a place to put planks, man. I tell you what. I guess they're still waiting for... Oh, are we out of logs? Oh, okay. We had a huge run on the logs. That's why. We need more trees. So I guess we can turn all this cassava, or some of it, into trees since we clearly don't need it. We have way too much cassava. But I also can't get rid of all this because we unplanted all of it over here. I think we're just running off of reserves. This is all eggplant. That's canola. Trees in the form of a garden. Why not? Well, we also had trees here before, don't forget. I think the moral of the story is these soybeans do not all have to be soybeans. They can easily become literally anything else. So we'll get rid of almost all of those soybeans. Oh, also none of these farmhouses could actually get to them except right here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because we still have 526 soybeans. Do you really need 8 farms? No, I do not need 8 farms. That's why I said we're going to pretty much completely redo this whole area. Try to figure out what else we're going to do with that. But yeah, I can tell you for sure we do not need 8 farms. we'll just figure something else out. Because we are growing the canola over here, which is fine. We got corn and eggplant. And we have kohlrabi, and we have more soybeans here. Probably don't need to be growing these soybeans here either. Just completely no more soybeans. So then we could actually leave most of this as soybean if we don't have any soybeans down here, but we weren't even needing all of them in the first place. So, okay, all right, we'll leave these as soybeans. I know I just said we're not going to put soybeans there, but we'll leave those as soybeans, and then we can replant cassava to be up here, since we already have, or maybe we, I can't decide. I am completely out of my depth here at this point, I think. There's just too much of everything. So maybe we get rid of these soybeans, leave these cassava here, and just plant trees. Because why not? We haven't even built builder's huts because we don't have enough logs. Penalty was not that big of a problem. No, it really wasn't. We've been doing pretty well outside of all that. It doesn't seem like it's really that challenging anymore at all, honestly. We just need more logs, and we don't have enough. That's why I'm trying to plant trees, but we have way too much of this garbage everywhere. So seeing as there's no actual refinement of food here, we probably don't want to grow anything in this area that needs to be refined. It probably should be up here. So, tons of tree corpses underwater. Yeah, but we have to be able to get to them. And that's the hard part, is because you have to have a lumberjack flag that is out of the water. Prioritized levees, so that's finished. They're almost done. They'll be ready pretty quick. But we can go ahead and do that. And then I guess we can get the stairs too, so that'll be taken care of. And we can start getting this stuff out of here. And now we have more logs. Water's not deep. A flag could work, but first you need to build platforms. Yeah, that's the problem. Is we have all these oak trees right here. We have to build a platform for the flag in the middle of them, probably, and then stairs. It's just one of those things that's like a bother that I just kind of don't want to deal with. Alright, so now the stairs work to go down here. We just have storage space that's going to need to be put somewhere else. Add another row of big power wheels before the ones at the exit. Yeah, we could. We really don't need to. We have 7,000 horsepower here, and we're only using, when it's actually busy, we're only using a less than 25%. So that's not something we really need to worry about at this exact moment. I need somebody to finish this last levee so I can build the rest of this. As soon as that's done, then I can get rid of all of this. There we go. So now we should have plenty of logs for them to come get. Then we need to get the stuff here removed. I guess we could start getting rid of the stairway here as well. We could even make another stairway just coming down the side. Let's see if that works. I don't know, I got a bunch of ideas in my head that don't really make that much sense. pretty normal for that to be happening. But now this will be... That actually looks kind of cool. That'll be good to go. And it looks like that is actually done. So we'll go ahead and take that away. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I do wish we could build over the mine so we could have some sort of like a canopy thing over this. But this is pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I'm liking that a whole bunch. So what we'll do now is we'll blow up all of the land inside of this so we can actually put our correct storages down here. Looks good enough to have 9 showers. Yeah, okay, you and your showers, huh? So to do showers, I'd have to build even more of those platforms just absolutely everywhere. Also, this is a terrible place for showers because it's far away from everything. Showers are much better where the beavers are actually going to be all the time. Metal platforms do not exist in vanilla. Well, I did say I wanted the mine to be at least somewhat functional with all of the levees and stuff, and that is just about done. So we're going to wrap up here in a second. But we can keep going on all of this. Probably need to have some more... Actually, no, the treated planks are not running out yet, so we're probably actually good on the treated planks. Explosives, we're making plenty of explosives. We're making enough. We're making enough stuff. I don't think we really need to worry about more production so much as we do just kind of organizing things, making them look a little nicer. We could start building water wheels, just let them go at it on that. But again, we don't have the logs, so I'd be kind of afraid of that. They are clearing out these cassava, though, which is nice. And now we have to... Now the lettering is all gone. I'm going to get rid of the shrubs. Don't need these anymore. I'm going to replant some cassava here. I know that's illegal, but we actually kind of do need it. Wow, they're attacking that with gusto. Look how fast they're planting all that. Captain of Industry. I've not ever played that. Harvest the trees underwater near the path. That requires having a lumberjack flag that is out of the water, and I'd have to build out to that. Those are just pines. They're just 2 logs apiece. So if I'm going to harvest something underwater, it needs to be these guys. These oaks. Which we could just come out this way and do that. I think... Is that going to be high enough out of the water? Yes. So we could actually do this. And then this guy should be able to... Yeah, he can get to most of those. Might take him a while, but he could actually cut all those trees. So we'll go ahead and mark that so we can then forget about it for another 3 streams. And just make use of all that. That'll be fine. Alright, so the staircases are both done. We're looking really good. I do want to make sure we have our stuff set up here before we say goodbye for today. So just a little bit more and we'll be pretty much there. Just need to get this all taken care of. So I want to put at the bottom large industrial piles for scrap metal and for the treated planks. And then we can go from there. See that single lonely tile in front of the barracks? Right here? You want a shower there? Alright, we can put a shower there. There you go. 3x3 metal platform is very expensive metal cost. Yeah, I'm not planning on using those. Not right now, at least. You can say it's efficient. Well, it is, because it's right in front of the barracks. That's a good spot for it. All right, so we planted cassava there. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to plant trees here, because we actually could use the trees. And as they grow, well, as they get more of the cassava away, then we'll be able to use that space as well. I wish my shower had a panoramic lake view. That sounds nice. It really does. So we'll keep, I guess we just blow that up too, that's fine. All this stuff we could have been doing this whole time. Wish my shower had a seating area. You know, you can go to Home Depot or whatever store you've got near you. And they sell those little benches. I think they're designed for accessibility in showers, but they're really, really nice to just have somewhere to sit on whenever you're in the shower doing your thing. Highly recommend. So we'll put this guy here for treated planks. Put another one here for the scrap metal. Recover more logs, get rid of the rest of the inner levees. We did. Oh, no, these up here. Yep, we can definitely do that now that they're actually built. And one more. There we go. Plenty more logs to be had. Dynamite that away. And this one can be for scrap metal. There, and now that is appropriately done here. So what we can do to have multi-level accessibility is we could actually have one of these staircases end a little sooner than the other one and just wrap around to a second level. Probably would be the best way to go about. I think that might be smart. I want a Japanese-style wet room, please. Oh, my mind was so blown the first time I saw one of those. I cannot believe we don't do that here. Because, what, you have kids splash water out of the tub all the time in an American or European-style bathroom? That's just going to rot the floor. Even if you have tile, eventually the grout will crack or whatever. And then your floor is falling through in your bathroom, and nobody wants that. But if you have drains outside the bathtub, and all over the room, and it's plumbed correctly, you can put as much water in there as you want, and it doesn't matter. I cannot believe we don't do that. It just makes so much sense. Heated floors. I'm assuming SK is South Korea. Heated floors when I was in SK were amazing for the winter. Yeah, that's actually becoming a more popular thing now in home design, is to have the heated flooring, especially if you're on a slab. Very, very efficient way to heat the house, because you just run your hot water that you're already using for your dishwasher and your hot water taps and your shower and everything. Just run that through the floor the whole time. Get yourself a tankless water heater. Very, very, very good use of resources. Of course, if you live where I live, in the American South, where it's 8 months out of the year, it's hotter than you ever want it to be outside, you don't need heated floors. So we just have our central heating. We run from, like, I don't know, late October to February, and then that's it. All right, so we have this taken care of. These are both good to go. We have tons of other things we can't store. I'm trying to decide if I want to have the second level over here, if I want it to be facing in. I think I kind of like the idea of looking down into this like it is. So don't want to mess with that too much. But if we put this in like so, then we can actually make use of a platform here to come back this way. but then we have to move the stairs. I don't know, I'm so indecisive about this. I think this might be a next time problem to solve. But for right now, this is looking quite nice. I think we can be pretty happy with that. But we'll figure that out next time around, as well as the other stuff we've gotta fix. But everything is still looking very good. We're almost to the end of cycle 21, but this is gonna be have to be the end of the stream. I got stuff I gotta go do. But hopefully you enjoyed, even if it was a little bit chaotic at times. I like this design. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, we'll be back at it again tomorrow with City Skylines. Don't forget about that. These streams always seem to have more viewers than those, so I don't know, maybe people just like Timberborn better, but I like to think the City Skylines streams are where we're at our most unhinged, most fun. Love to see you there. Of course, the usual suspects are almost always in attendance, so we'll look forward to that. And whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day, hope you have a fun and a safe time. And I look forward to seeing you again stream tomorrow or videos next week. Have a good one. Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Stay safe. Have fun. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.